My first team, I'm going Shea, Luka, Tatum, Jokic,
Hold on,
Brunson.
slow down, brother. Slow down, brother.
All right.
One at a time, brother.
Shea,
Okay. Why?
Luka.
Why?
Oh,
But
Shea.
why though?
Oh, I mean, best player on the best team in the conference, youngest team in NBA history to ever get the 1 seed, 30 points per game, consistently night in and night out. Clearly the best player on that team, despite the fact that they do have supporting features. He's clearly the guy they lean on night in and night out to get them their wins, and he shows up 75 plus games, just the staple of consistency and everything you want in your lead guy, night in and night out. I think he's unanimous first team All NBA. And then I'm going Luka, obviously, led the Mavericks to the 4th seed, having arguably his best season of his career. He's out there consistently every night, putting up magical numbers, doing stuff we've never seen. Pretty much a new move, something new wowing everybody every single night. Tatum, best player on probably one of the best teams, regular season teams over the last 5 to 10 years. They comfortably clinched the best record in the East months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortably led them to the.
Go ahead.
Comfortably led them to the best team in the best team in the league and the East, like by landslide. Out there every night, 28 points a game, hitting big shots, playing both sides of the floor. Sometimes he's taking the best matchup. Wow, he's also giving them 30. Just another exceptional Jason Tatum season. Pretty much what the norm for him. I think he's been All NBA last like 3-4 years. He's set up for a supermaxes, I believe, this summer. Then obviously Jokic, possibly the 3-time MVP in the next couple months. Exceptional, leading the Nuggets to another great year. They finished with the 2 seed this year, a walking triple double. The leader of that group does a great job finding those guys, hitting big buckets, and just pretty much just doing everything you want. Like pretty much just the definition of a modern center, the ability to play, make, shoot, put the ball on the floor, and hit contested tough shots. And then I think my last pick, I slid Brunson in there for number 2. And I think Jalen Brunson has been exceptional, the best Knicks point guard we've seen in my lifetime, over 20, 30 years. And to get them to the 2 seed with Randall being out, rallying this guys the way he has done, I think has been absolutely amazing. He has made the Knicks must-see TV all by himself. Pretty much, they obviously have a great supporting cast. I think they have about 3-4 guys having a career year this season, but all that feeds off of Brunson, the way he leads them, the way he lights up the Madison Square Garden night in and night out, the big shots he hits and the effort he plays with and the tough shots he hits, and being at his size, he's shorter than me. I think he's like 5'10", I believe. For him to go from being a second fiddle guy in Dallas to being a lead guy and taking his team to heights like this, where most people were questioning the signing, from going from a guy that's like, I don't know if he deserves that 90, 100 million. I think that's crazy, to this dude is top 5 in a lot of people's MVP ballots after what he's done this year. So I'm throwing Brunson as the 5th guy in my first team All NBA.
Cool. I'm going Shea because, as you said, they have the best record. Also, he's just been the best point guard in the league this year. Then I'm going to go Luka Doncic, just because Luka has just been a force, and he's been a force since he stepped in. I told y'all he was going to be better than LeBron. Only thing he's missing right now at this pace is a ring. If he win a ring this year, he's better than LeBron ever was. Period, point blank, in a story. If he score less than 32, 8-8, his averages go down. You ain't never heard nothing like that before in your life. Then number 3, I am going to agree with you and go with Tatum. Tatum is very vanilla, but I mean, I guess it just matches. It just matches his personality. He's just very vanilla, but I gotta give him credit. He's been balling this season, and they had the best record, and he was the best player on the best team. Then I'm gonna go Nikola Jokic, because he's still the best player in the league to me personally, pound for pound. And just the way he's able to be a dynamo and just really orchestrate the game of basketball, kind of the way a musician plays music, he does it on a basketball court. And then I'm going with Giannis. Average 31, 10 plus rebounds, 6 plus assists, shot over 60% from the field. The first player to average over 30 and shoot over 60% from the field. So I think he had a phenomenal year, and he's always still a defensive freak, even though he's not as explosive as he once was. And then I'll go ahead and lead off the second team. For my second team, I have Jalen Brunson. I have Anthony Edwards. I have Anthony Davis. I have. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting because y'all, you might not like this, and I know he didn't make the All-Star team, but I'm actually put Domantas Sabonis on my second team.
I'm not mad. He's had a pretty good. I'm not mad.
He didn't make the All-Star team, but he averaged basically 20 points, 13.7 rebounds per game. He averaged what? How many assists per game he averaged? I think it was over 7. Yeah, he averaged 7.7 assists per game. He shot 37.9% from the three-point percentage and 59.4% from the field goal range. Like, he played out of his mind this year. He really did. And honestly, he's never going to get the love he deserves, but I really do feel like he deserved that love this year. And personally, I'm going to put him on that team. And is that 5?
Was that? I think that was 4.
I said Brunson. Damn, who did I say? I said Brunson, Anthony Davis. Brunson, Anthony Davis, Sabonis.
You need one more.
That's kind of hard. That's kind of tough. That's interesting. It's so crazy how Tyrese Halliburton just kind of fell off.
Yeah, they say he's playing hurt though.
Okay, well he all he got to do is really outplay Dame. That's interesting. Yeah, you know what? I guess I would probably put LeBron. I really hate to put two Lakers in there, especially given their seed. But I also don't want to put 2 Timberwolves in there. So I would probably put LeBron there. Who you got on your second team?
My second team, I got Giannis on my second team. Obviously, he got what you say, he's having a pretty good year, but I just can't. They started off 30-13 and didn't get to 50 wins. The fall off is just a little bit too crazy in the second half.
Doc's fault.
That's a lot to blame.
All right, brother. That's look. I'm not even trying to pull the Sun U reporter card because you're not reporting like, were you at the games? But real shit, was you in them locker rooms after they lost some of them goddamn games when they lost in the fourth quarter? Doc ain't had no real goddamn answers.
What type of stuff was he saying?
Blake was hurt. That's what he was saying. Blake was fucking hurt. Which, by the way, shout out to Blake Griffin, man. He retired today.
Yeah, that's one.
A future Hall of Famer, according to half of our Twitter followers. A hood Hall of Famer to the other 25%, and hell no to the remaining 25%. But continue. Go ahead.
Real quick, yeah, shout out to Blake. I just want to shout out to Blake real quick. He's one of the cornerstones of my childhood. Pretty much had like the biggest.
Wow.
Biggest social media moment, pretty much like the first big social media moment when he dunked on Powell, when he dunked on Big Perk and all that stuff. I hated him growing up, but I mean, I think that's a form of respect is when you hate on the player. Yeah. He's killed the Lakers. But anyway, to continue, like I said, I had Giannis. I got KD on my second team. I think he's been. But he's pretty much labeled himself as like really one hell of a player. Just he makes exceptional. He saves games, save plays consistently, and he can also do it on offense. And then shot lead the third. My third team.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going Book. I think Book has had an insanely efficient year this season. I think his ability, him and KD. Obviously, Beal was the one that's been more out of the lineup, but I think he's been great this year. So I'm going Book on my third team. I'm going Donovan Mitchell. I think he's kind of slept under the radar because Cleveland. They flamed out bad last year in the playoffs, but good thing this is a regular season award. Donovan Mitchell's getting like 26 a game. I think on like 47% from the field. He's dynamic. He's clearly the best player on that Cavs team, and they locked up the 4th seed.
They fucking tanked it to the 4th seed. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, how do you tank to the? How does that make sense? How do you tank to the 4th seed?
They tanked to the 4th seed. You ain't see the last game of the season when they took out all their fucking players and put all them big men in the game and Amani Bates in the second half to lose to the Hornets? Fuck out of here.
So what? You still 4th?
Man, you know how many teams want to be the 4th seed? No motherfucking credit for that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Did D-Mitch make that call?
He ain't on my third team because of that. He ain't on my third team because of that. Go ahead.
We're talking about an 80-game award.
He ain't on my third team because of that.
He
ain't on my third team because of that. Go ahead.
And then I'm giving it to Halliburton. The ability to drag the
You do good though, boy. You're on the finest of the finest of the finest of the finest.
I'm not doing no dope, G.
What about fucking Paolo Banchero?
I still got 2 more slots. I got 2 more slots. I said 3 players. I got 2 more slots. But Halliburton Halliburton led the league in assists. If no Halliburton,
he
no
fell
pace,
off a cliff.
No, and they still got a top 6 seed.
He's not.
He is the whole engine behind that.
Brother.
The Pacers are whatever you want.
You ain't even named Sabonis on your list, and you got Halliburton.
I got 2 more players.
Go ahead.
The 9 seed Kings. I'm so impressed.
Ahead.
Hallie, this ability to just charge that and run that Pacers team at the fast pace they do, consistently 99. I think that's very impressive. No Halliburton, the Pacers is the fucking they down there with the Pistons or some shit. So I think that you got to take that into account. They one of the worst teams in the league without him, I feel like. And then you also, I'll throw some bonus in there, the walking triple double. Even though I feel like a lot of his stats is kind of empty sometimes because he's always ended up being a liability in the playoffs and. But and then my last slot, I haven't kind of figured this out yet, but I think I'm gonna go with. You mentioned Banchero. I guess I'll go. Oh my bad, my last spot going to Steph. I just think he's like when you look at that Warriors team, he was one of the main people to point out how. I mean, they've had a couple of standouts this year. I mean, in Kuminga, Pods, and Trey Davis-Jackson, a couple of dudes have been able to really contribute. Wiggins ain't remember how to play basketball till about a month ago. Clay, 0 for 10 today, the most inconsistent season in his career, and Steph is still getting out there giving you 28. One of the best 3-point shooters in the league, doing his thing, night in, night out with the inconsistent rotations that Steve Kerr throws out there. I don't know why Steph didn't play fucking 48 minutes tonight. He subbed him out late, I think beginning of the fourth or late third, something like that, some nonsense. But just despite all of that, he's still giving you Steph Curry type presence and doing his thing. So my last spot, I'm going to Steph.
All right, cool. And for me, I have in my third team, I have Devin Booker, I have Steph Curry, I have Rudy Gobert, I have Paolo Banchero, and for my last spot, I am going to go with
Donovan didn't play 65 games. That's something I'm looking at the comment.
Oh, Donovan didn't play 65 games? Let me see. Donovan Mitchell. Where the hell is his name at? Donovan. How many points a game?
If he didn't, then I'm putting.
How many points a game did he average this year?
I think 26. Pretty sure it's 26.
Oh yeah, he didn't. Yep. He not even on the list. Yep. Donovan didn't play. How
many did he play?
I don't know, but it won 65.
I tell you, I get up out to Zion then.
All right, I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna go with. I got one name left, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm going with Wemby.
Ooh, that's spicy.
No, it's not. Without a doubt, a top 15 player in the league this year. 20 points a game, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals a game. He brought his shooting averages up to. Let me see. Hold on, actually, because I believe it's above. Hold on, wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm right. Let me make sure. Wemby's stats for this season: he averaged 21.4 points per game, 10.6 blocks, 3.9 assists. He shot 46.5% from the field, 32.5% from the 3-point line, 79.6% from the field goal range. Win share 3.7, PER 23. I loved everything that I saw from him, this year. And to me, I think that. And I'm sorry, he averaged 1.2 steals a game and 3.6 blocks a game. But I don't think that there is a player in the league that night in, night out this year was as exhilarating to watch as Victor Wembanyama. I don't think that there was a better defensive player in the league, pound for pound, player to player. I'm not talking about the team game. I'm talking about the specific player-to-player matchup. I don't think there was anybody on the floor that was better than him defensively. Everybody was running away from him. You saw Draymond Green even endorsed him and said that he believed he deserved to be Defensive Player of the Year. I believe Wemby deserved that spot over anybody else. And I know everybody will talk about how bad his team was, but I don't think that they were really making an emphasis on winning this year. I think they were trying to figure out what it was that Wemby does well. And what they figured out was he can do every goddamn thing well, including hit a sham god, turn around, dribble, one-step dribble, layup to the rim from the three-point line.
I'm with you.
Or walk up, or run up the court and pull up while playing Nikola. Like this, bro. You know how crazy Wemby is, bro. Like
crazy. Trust me.
Think about it, right? You're Jokic, right? Your immediate reaction whenever a big man is running up the floor with the ball, or to that big man, is to run to the middle and get to the spot. If Wemby is running up the court, you have to guard him past the 3-point line, or you will in the future.
That's what I can't.
That's a cheat code.
I can't believe we let Glasses Malone hop on here and lie about Wemby like that.
That's
I still humble to sometimes that he let that man come on here and lie about Wemby like that. But yeah, Wemby is he's insane. He's changing the 5 position. He's changing the 5 position. Wemby is changing the 5 position. But
I don't think he's changing the 5 position.
He is changing the 5 position because if your 5 position can't get out there and move their feet and get out there and do certain things, you're not gonna be able to compete.
We gotta stop.
Wemby's gonna blow you out of the water if you don't have somebody who can move like that.
What is his nickname?
Alien.
101.
I feel you, but I mean, that's like
me
walking around.
That's like me for the past 8 years on this goddamn podcast, lying to the world, saying that somebody was gonna be the next LeBron. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was lying, saying somebody was better than LeBron before certain ages until Luka Doncic came along, and now I got a legitimate case every year that Luka Doncic plays basketball for the rest of his career, as long as he win 2-3 rings, that he has had a better career than LeBron James.
I remember that.
That's an argument that I can make.
I remember that.
The rest of the LeBron arguments are shit at this point because there's no one like him. So before we rush to say he's revolutionizing anything, let's make sure that what he is doing can be replicated. I don't even think we know if what he's doing can be replicated because we don't even know. Like, they interview Wemby at the end of the season. They say, how do you feel about the season? He said, well, I'm sure that everybody else I did good. But if you ask me, I feel like I didn't do that well. I only feel like I'm at 15% of what I could be. And even when I would have a good game or I would do something historic, I would go home. I was like, that was a good game, but I could have did better. Think about that.
Talking like Prince Akeem.
But that's how he said it. I had a good game, but I could have did better. This kid is the truth. So I'm gonna take Wemby. But let's go ahead. Let's get in a couple more topics.
Thought it was so